what would I have done? Sasa ni kwanza kuandika list, like writing the list and then giving it out kwenda kutumana. And these guys, by the way, husbands, what happened to the list? Yani mbona mnachukia list hivi? You give them a list, they'll still not come with everything. Do you agree, guys? Moms, do you agree? I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Like, seriously, what did we do to you guys? Uko na list. Anyway. Hi, how are you? Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Shiro. Today is a day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is a day that the Lord has made. See, I love that song because I love appreciating every day as it comes because it's a blessing. It's a blessing, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate your time. For the new subscribers, thank you so much and welcome to this family. I really appreciate to have you here. And so today what I'm actually going to be doing is something different from what we have been putting up earlier on. And do you know why? It's because there's more to Shiro than just cooking. Yes, so allow me to just let you sit down, get something to drink. You might have coffee, you can have some water. I'm having my water, and let's have a chat. Yeah, guys, how did this year start? Yeah, that is what I want us to talk about. And mainly my topic today is just do not give up. Do not give up. Yeah, it's life is all about taking a step at a time and pushing through. So let me tell you a short story that made me get to this place where I am right now. This year, 2020, started very promising. It was very promising. Yeah, you know how people sit down and write, you're actually in the night and you're thinking, so how is going to be my new, how is a new year? How is this going to be? And you are sitting there writing all your New Year's resolution. We did that too. We did that. COVID decided is how I'm coming into the world now. For those who don't know who COVID is, it's COVID-19. He even has two names, actually a third one, Corona. So COVID decided to come, yeah? And guys, if you're out there and you don't carry your sanitizer, please keep on sanitizing. Social distance, it's real guy. He decided to come in and he's here. So we have to live with him. So COVID started. And I remember this year I had plans of so many things. Me and my family, we had so many plans and we just wanted to, flow with the flow. And because I have a small boy, I focus much more on the boy, especially if I'm not at work. So what I do is I go to work and come back and I try to immerse myself in his life like as much as I can because of the little times that I'm taken away from him with the work that I do. So in March, around March, that is when things started like becoming a little bit more serious, and especially here in Dubai where I live. Yeah, I was here, and the duty of this month for me, that is March, the month of March was just the reserve. We call it reserve, where you stay at home and they just call you for any duty. So I was on reserve, enjoying my time at home. When they call me for a duty, I go, come back, rest and get ready for the next duty. And so the news came on. They were much more like, there's this pandemic that has broken out in a country that is China. And to be honest, as a mom, I was not so much interested in that. I was more focused in just being at home and enjoying my time with my baby and my family. So around this time, my husband just comes on one of the days and he says like, Shiro, you know what, you have to go do shopping. And I'm like, shopping for what? Yeah, just go do shopping because things might become worse than it is right now. There might be close downs. Like, what? I mean, like, that was news to me, and I think it was also news to so many people because this is not something that has happened like globally. It might happen, it might have happened in other countries, maybe for a short time and all that. So for us and for me, it was a very new thing. Not like, shut down, that is impossible. How can they close everything? So for me, it didn't make sense. But he insisted, just go do shopping and be ready for anything. Just reluctantly, I just decided to go to the mall to just do the shopping. Honestly, I was doing it just to obey what he said, not because I saw the need of doing it, because I do it every other week. And because it was just in the middle of the week, honestly, I didn't see the need of going to do the shopping. So I took myself all the way to the mall. Like, I see some few people with masks. I'm like, oh, I only see these ones in the hospital. That is where they really use them. Guys, mark you, this is just in the beginning of March. I go to Carrefour and I find shelves were almost like, what? Almost empty. And I really wondered, okay, what is happening here? And I would see people pulling trolleys, the big trolleys, full, like 1, 2, 3, like one guy has got like 5 trolleys full of tissues. And actually not only one person was doing this shopping, like everyone who was in that supermarket at that moment was having big trolleys. Not only one, at least not less than 2. People were shopping like everything, dry foods, cereals, things that you would not see people buying like so often. Those are the things that they were filling up the trolleys with. And man, that is when it just dawned on me, and I was like, hey, kumedoka. Guys, things went south. Immediately, I just freaked out, and I started just picking things, and in my mind, I was like, oh my God, what is happening? What is happening to the world? Okay, why are people shopping this much? So I just started shopping without even a list. And I had not even planned myself, so because normally if I need to go and do shopping, I have to like have a list of what I need for the week, so that I just go pick enough and just come back home. But on this case, I don't have a list. I'm just going to add on the things, and it was in the middle of the week, so I just started shopping randomly. Man, that is just the worst thing that can happen to anyone. First, you're shopping when you're freaked out. You still have a lot still going on in your mind, like, okay, what's happening? Why are people shopping? So you start shopping because other people are shopping. You get what I mean? Like, what happened to this country of Australia? Oh, Jesus, when they were shopping for tissue paper. Anyway, story for another day. So I did my shopping and went back home. I got home with all this big shopping, sina space. I don't know why this voice starts coming when I'm just doing this. Anyway, I don't have space. I don't have enough space because I have now more than the normal things that I have. So getting a place to pack all these things was a nightmare. Yeah. Anyway, we tried. We just packed everything where we could, and it looked like a mini supermarket. And I felt so proud of myself. Like, for once, my house is full of so many cereals. Anyways, I finished and everything. The evening came because I told you guys I was on reserve and I was just waiting to be called out for a duty where I didn't know where I was going. So I just waited for the duty to come in, and they called me and they told me, hey, you're going to Brazil. Wow. I was excited because I had stayed for some few days and I was ready to, go on to the next flight. So on that evening, my husband comes in, and he comes in with this video. I don't know if you people saw this video that was going around during that time of this guy who had shopped and filled up his house from every corner. Guys, I don't know if you saw that, but when I saw this, It made me get shocked. Yeah. So then that is when my husband told me, you see, there is a reason why I was telling you to shop. People have shopped. And now that is when it dawned to me like things are getting thick. Yeah. Anyway, pap, mi nikajitayarisha. Ndo huyo mimi nikaenda job. So on getting to work, as usual, you know, for a flying mom, it's always exciting to go and get all the juicy stories from the Gali FM. I know flying moms will agree to this. Cindy, like we enjoy when we just there and, you know, we're hearing all these stories, everyone, because people are like, you know, we meet from different places and then we just have so many stories. So I went on this flight and everyone had their news. Guys, mimi kazi yangu was to just listen, like everyone was saying, you know, did you hear there's this lockdown, there's a lockdown coming up soon. Yeah, I don't know how many people have this COVID in, I don't know what city. Like, you know, they were just mentioning all the cities that were already getting affected. And my work was like, Olisikia wapi? That is the only thing that right now is coming. Like, I was like, where did they hear of this? Mimi nimekuwa kwa shimo gani? Man, being a mom, man, it takes you away from everything. Anyways, I get to my hotel room and that is when I had to sit down and, you know, like start writing and knowing what I'm just going to do, you know, like when I come back, the things I need to add that I did not add because now things are becoming thick. Yeah. So I came back to Dubai and guys, normally once you arrive, like once we come from work, we just go home straight. But on this case, things had changed. We arrive and we are told, guys, just the same way you've come as a group, you're going to this and this bus, you need to go and be taken to somewhere. So there's this place they had organized where everyone who comes from work, from outstation, they would just come and be tested. Like that was a policy. Anyone coming into Dubai had to be tested. So we were taken to this place where it was very well organized. Like we would just go, they'd go do the swipe. Ooh, guys, it's not bad, it's ticklish, but it's very uncomfortable. So if you've not done it, just go do it. Just go do it. It's not bad, but it was so uncomfortable because, you know, you're not used to getting things inside there. It gives me chills when I remember it. Anyway, it was not painful, so we just went, did the checkup, and then kenda nyumbani. On arriving home, sasa mimi ndo nilikuwa kameme nyumbani. You know, now I have all the 411, you know, like mimi sasa ndo nimeketisha watu, giving them the stories. Hey guys, do you know this and this city has closed? I don't know how many people, like this, like 200, that time it was like, they were saying like 200 people have positive, I don't know which, like in Guangzhou, and you know, they've closed. So, because that time, bado ilikuwa ikichezea wapi? China. Yeah, it had not started spreading so much. Or maybe it had, but it was underground. Anyways, mimi ndo naambia stories. Oh, and everyone was like, okay. So I just get in, refresh, and boom, this mail comes in. Well, as a policy, you have been quarantined for 14 days. Quarantined for 14 days. Guys, do you know what that means? Like, I cannot leave the house for 14 days. And if you leave the house, of course, there are consequences. Sasa mimi nani? I was like, oh my God. Thankfully, I did in obedience that I went to do the shopping the time I was told to do the shopping by my husband. Because what would I have done? Quarantine has come. I have been put in. Guys, remember, the results are not out yet. So it is just a policy. Anyone coming in, you have to stay indoors for 14 days. Sasa ndo huo mimi nimefungiwa. What do I do? Imagine if I had not gone for the shopping. What would I have done? Sasa ni kwanza kuandika list, you know, like writing the list and then giving it out kwenda kutumana. And you know these guys, by the way, husbands, what happened to the list? Yani mbona mnachukia list hivi? You give them a list, they'll still not come with everything. Do you agree, guys? Moms, do you agree? I don't know.
Yeah.
No. Like, seriously, what did we do to you guys? Uko na list. Anyway, let's not even debate about that. Anyway, I was just thankful that I had done, at least I had a head start of where we were going to start. Yeah. So anyway, niko kwa nyumba. I'm on quarantine. Thankfully, the others are still going to work. And guys, it did not even finish 2 days after that. Now, this is like almost now end of March, yeah? My husband goes to work, asubuhi kama kawaida. After like 30 minutes, I saw the guy coming in back. Give me some time to laugh because that time it was so funny. Kumefungwa. In fact, there's total lockdown. Hapo kwetu kwa hiyo area yetu. I've just heard that if you get in there, you cannot get out until 14 days are over. So, to take a U-turn. Yeah, so they had a total lockdown where he works, like where his office is. And hey, sasa ni sisi kwa nyumba. And now, like, they were really debating now, what do they do? The office has just been closed impromptu, and he needs to keep on working because his profession, he has to constantly be working. Now they were debating, does he work from home or does he go to another office? And they opted, before they can facilitate things in the house, then he can just go to another office. Do your early morning, went to another city, which is not very far, it's just the neighboring city to Dubai. So he just went there into the office for the first time. Kwa barabara in the morning, you know, when you're just driving, he sees like hakuna watu kwa barabara. Okay, it looks like a Friday morning. You know how Friday mornings are here, like there's not so many people in the roads in the morning. He's like all alone, you know. So akozileza, okay, what's happening? Well, this thing is going deep so fast, kama hakuna mtu kwa barabara. Anyway, he goes slowly to pole pole, hakuna raka. The first camera he finds, cha! You know how that camera does? Inakuchapa hivi mpaka unasikia, And he's like, he checks on the meter. It's not even, he's not even going fast. What is happening? Why? He goes to the next one, cha! And he was like, now this one, there's a problem. There's a problem. Anyway, he goes to work and all the flashes that were around the road he was using, they caught him. He gets to work and apata like over 2,000 dirhams. He needs to pay. You know how that, it shakes you, kabisa. What have you done wrong? So he gets to work and he tells the boss, you know what? I have this fine because of ABCD. And they were like, okay, we will see how this goes. We don't know what is the reason. If you are not overspeeding, they will tell us why. So that evening he comes, and of course, they had put measures that you're not supposed to be out. So there was total lockdown and nobody knew about it. Like, few people knew about it, yeah? So that was like an announcement, like, guys, don't even go out. Thankfully, it happened like that. So they took down, like, all the fines that he had been given was taken out because it was not supposed to be like that. They admitted, actually. I don't know if people remember that time, and people were saying so much about it. So that was the time that he had. Anyway, he comes back home, and he was even told, ata kwa hiyo ofisi, you will not go. So you work from home. Now, where do you start? You people are used to going to work. Everyone in the morning, nyinyi wote mnatoka. I know everyone had their own feeling of, okay, what's happening hapa, kunenda aje? Okay, all of a sudden we're used to doing these things, and then now not anymore. You have to be clogged in the house. You're not even used to, you know, staying together from morning to evening, but now you have to rubbing shoulders, kupitana pitana kwa viti zenye mjazoea kukaa all the time because you're always busy and out of the house. The baby is there wondering, kwani hii weekend imekuwa refu aje? The baby is enjoying, you know, actually, but I think children are the ones who've enjoyed COVID. They did not understand what was happening, but their parents have always been there, lots of time. They're just thinking they're on a holiday moon, yeah? Anyway, this time now, we are all in the house. What do we do? Yeah, we had to start looking for games. We had to start looking for ways to keep ourselves busy. Now, the differences come in. Wewe unapenda kuwatch movie. upendi kuwatch movie, unataka kuona series, unataka you know those kugongana kidogo, because now that time the television ilipata kwanza a lot of viewers. Hey my friend, ni tutafute vitu za kutu keep busy in the house. Cooking, eating, menu. And you know how that time was so hard, cooking 3 meals a day. And this is not something you used. I know moms can attest to this. It was not an easy time. But may I say that God was so good to us because we managed. Tulipata vitu za kucheza. We had time to meet as a family, to have time to bond. We did prayers. We were like, wow. We had Bible discussions. And we were like, okay. Wow, okay. It's actually going on well. But with time, a week, 2 weeks, mimi nikaanza kuchoka akili. Unajua mimi ni mtu kiguna nje. I love going out. I'm not this kind of person who wants to be put in one place. So I started feeling itchy. I'm like, guys, we even need this. Naanza kutafuta vitu tunahitaji kwa nyumba so we can go out. And that is the time we were given permission that we could ask for permission to go out. So we requested for permission. Guys, the first day I was given a time out to go out. You know how it feels during closing time? Whoa. Nilisikia nikaneza ruka. I started feeling like, it's time to go out. You know, like I felt like a small child being let out, out of the house, at least for once. And they only give you 3 hours maximum. 3 hours is like 30 minutes or maybe 3 minutes. I don't know. So we had to, like, I would feel like time is gonna run out. I don't want to go back home past my, my permission, because then nitachapwa ile picha, So I was so scared, and I found myself doing the hurry kind of shopping. It didn't even feel like I was still very free. Anyway, we went and came back home, and you remember this curfew time? This noise that used to come out every 6 o'clock. Hiyo ilikuwa ikinichokesha. Unakaka, unapata ding. That wasn't funny. That was not funny. Anyway, this season has really taught me quite a lot. That things can come actually closing in no time. That things can just finish. Like how in the movie it is when like in the city through the horizon, and they want to show that the lights have just gone off. How it just starts closing, like boom, 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 boom. That is how the world just happened. I felt like it was coming to just shutting down, all the flights being closed, like not any more flight taking off. Like it felt very weird, because where I stay, it's close to the airport, so I would always see them taking off, and now not anymore. And it felt like, wow, what is happening, But guys, now taking stock of the 5 months of in and out of lockdown, quite a lot has happened. Some of which is not so pleasing. It's not so encouraging. There are companies who've temporarily closed. They're not even sure if they're going to come back. There are some employees who've gone without pay. Some of them have gone on unpaid leave. Some of them are surviving on half pay. Some people have lost their jobs. And honestly, you're in a different country probably, and you're not even able to meet your bills because of where you are. These are things that have been happening over this period of time. On another hand, we've also had people who've seized this opportunity and started small businesses. Now, these people could be your next door neighbor, probably is making some masks. Maybe they started on a delivery, where you just call and they just do shopping for you to reduce on the movement of going in and out of the house. Support them. Reach out to them. Get to know who is that neighbor of yours, what are they doing, and how can you support them. Yeah? Guys, it's not all lost. And I think we can help each other in that. If you cannot be able to support them, at least by promoting their business, then pray for them. Pray for someone who is going through a hard time. Yeah, reach out to someone. Just try to call someone, find out how they're doing, because really it has been a big hit to some people, and it has not been easy. And maybe that one call is what will make them feel alive again. Encourage someone. Yeah. Thank you so much for staying until now. I hope you feel encouraged like I have felt encouraged, because I've encouraged myself too. And let's do what we've agreed. Reach out to someone. Reach out to someone. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. And for those who've not subscribed, please press on the subscription button. It's right there. It's free, guys. And I hope to see you on my next video. Stay blessed. Ciao, ciao.